in all honesty, most times when you are staying in your mother's household, when you're staying in your parents' house, when you're staying at your boyfriend's house, when you're staying at somebody else is paying the bills. Let's call it what it is. When somebody else got the bills, babes, you are living your best life. You are living like la vida loca as la vida loca can be. However, to be entirely honest, I don't think I've had a phase where it was long enough for me to actually realize that I'm on my own. Like, well, it was a short phase and it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I think I immediately nearly like a red flag, white flag, and then back to surrender, back to square one.
The same for me.
Because the level of adulting that was really not for me. What was your first experience as like an adult, like not an adult, but I mean an adult in that you're no longer living in your mother's household, you are just getting your first house. What was that like for you?
First of all, I remember my bed did not come in at least for 2 weeks. So I had the mattress on the floor, and then I had this karak that I was using to hang my clothes, and some friends actually came over, and because I wanted to be welcoming, so I sprayed my perfume around. Sikuwa na air freshener, nika spray perfume, and these were very foolish friends because they called me out for that behavior. They were like, "Oh, ulisikia vijana wanakuja, so ukaweka marashi." No, my house smells like lavender all the time. What do you mean? What do you mean? But it was such a fun, interesting experience, living alone for the first time.
I think for me, the first one, and I think I relate completely to this one, was like the saying goodbye to home. It's like the first night you sleep in a bed that is not the bed that you slept in all your life. That feeling of you're excited but scared at the same time. You're uncomfortable but not at the same time. You can smell the new pillows, the new beddings, the new wood from the new bed. Like everything is just new. And it reminded me of high school. Like going to boarding school for the first. I hated that feeling. I hated that feeling of being away in boarding school. That's the feeling that I got. Because everything is so new and now you can't go. Like you're stuck. You're out. So saying goodbye for me was, I think, the hardest thing because you're so attached to like your life, your home. You're so used to going back home and seeing your mom. You're so used to all of these things. So that was really tough for me. But I think anyone who's left home, you know that feeling.
Yeah.
You know that feeling.
And also the newfound independence. As in, unasema heri nimeanza hivi kwa floor. I don't mind.
Yo.
And it's just this feeling. I remember finally being able to cook chips for supper. But then when I moved in alone, nilipika chips became zima because I was like, what is this small thing my mother used to refuse to do? And then with all this new freedom, there are now responsibilities because now you have, unajua kufunga mlango. Me used to forget to close the door because there was always somebody locking up the door. So could remember to close the door. Finances. It was a lot. It was good, but it was also a lot.
Umesahau kuongezea sabuni. The moment you forget to buy soap to shower and you go in the bathroom and you have no soap.
Ghetto.
Imagine those things. You forgot to buy breakfast.
Do you know the price of curtains? I was
shocked. Why are curtains so expensive?
Why are curtains so expensive?
Why?
I was so shocked. If you saw the curtains I started with.
Hapana. Kuna vitu zingine tu hazimeki sense. Make it make sense. Na kunwaka gas gas ikiisha katikati ya usiku.
They had me at curtains. Nilitumia ile shuka for hot minutes.
I think another very interesting one was the getting lost because I'll never forget. So like I think the first time that we now moved out from hostels, because hostels were just like on the road. Now moved out to the first house. We moved with my 3 friends in Tindigua. Shout out to Tindigua. What's up? The days. So we used to live in Tindigua, and I remember I would get lost all the time because you only know one route. Ukipita your route, ukuwa confused na kitu yoyote katikati ya barabara. You are lost. That's it. You can't air tag your house. You are lost. You are so lost.
Imagine asking for directions to your house.
And the worst part is, even when you're asking for directions to your house, you don't know where your house is. Gosh. So like, but what is the nearest shop? You don't even know what the name of the shop is. It is a green shop. Is it a yellow shop? You don't know. Like, you don't know anything. So if you get lost at night especially, oh my days. You are done for. Mtachapa laps yo usiku yote mpaka mahali mtapatana na unaona something smells familiar. You get lost so much in a new place. Did you ever get lost? Like lost?
I never got lost really because I think it was really street. Mimi napenda kuishi karibu na barabara. But also the challenge was decorating my space. You know, you're walking somewhere like, this will look so nice in my house. Unakachukua, unakanunua, unakanunua. So I remember one time coming into my house and it was so full. Sababu nika bed sitter, lakini kakona kila kitu. Every inspiration you could think of, it was like 20 mood boards on Pinterest.
Thank you.
All crammed in one car bed sitter. Very interesting.
Na kupata matatu.
Oh.
Your matatu number?
Yeah.
You always got that was tough.
That's
finding your matatu number. Hey, you have just moved to 46.
Commuting.
God damn.
Nilishukia stage wrong.
Guy.
Nitembea ama nichukue
upande ingine, ukipande ingine utapotea.